Astroneer first released in early access almost 9 years ago, and you can imagine that reviews are all over the place since the game changed a lot in these 9 years. That's why today I will go through hundreds, maybe thousands of Astroneer Steam reviews. I'll pick the most interesting ones and I'll rate them either trash or based. It's a great game for the family. I left my wife on a deserted planet, then she left me in a deserted house. 10 out of 10 would leave her on Aatrox again. Okay, this one's funny. I'll drop the funny on it. I think this one's based. I have no clue what this guy was doing, but he was playing Astroneer right. So here's the deal. I sorted this by funny, so we can see some funny ones first. But then I also want to do it by time, so that we can see some that are closer to release and also some more recent one. And you can also sort by the playtime of the people who leave the review, so that we can see reviews from people who are very experimented in Astroneer with a lot of hours, and also from people who probably didn't enjoy it because they have 1 or 2 hours. But here in the funny section, most of it is about No Man's Sky for whatever reason. So we've got this: I'm a simple human, I buy No Man's Sky, I refund No Man's Sky. I buy Astroneer, I keep Astroneer. A lot of No Man's Sky hate. This was 9 years ago, so yeah, obviously that was way before No Man's Sky was fixed. Look at the next one: No Man's Sky, except the Steam videos are the actual game. This is what No Man's Sky should have been. Yes Man's Sky. What No Man's Sky should have been. So I lump all of the No Man's Sky hate reviews into one and I say they are based, considering these were all in 2016, 2017, before No Man's Sky got fixed. At that time, it basically got your money without giving you what it promised. They obviously fixed it later. I love the game now, but yeah, these reviews are based for that time. Landed on alien planet, build up a modest base. Purple haze storm commences. Game starts throwing rocks at my head. Get hit and respawn at the capsule. 10 out of 10 would play Astro Dodgeball again. I think that's based as well. That's based. If you remember the early access storm, you know what he's talking about, and this was an early access review. That was before 2019 when the game officially released. It's very fun, like a cheaper, cuter version of No Man's Sky without the disappointment. Yeah. Better than Valorant. Okay, I guess. Oh my god, I love this review. It's fine. And he has 1,700 hours on record, and when he left the review he had 1,359, and he's just like, it's fine. I'll say this is funny, because it is. I only have like 800 hours, and I don't think I even left a review on Astroneer, did I? I don't think I did. Another one about No Man's Sky, but also Space Engineer. Oh, by the way, this one, yeah, it's based. We didn't really get any trash ones. Oh, let's see what this is. Product received for free, and they have this little template where they rank stuff. That's pretty nice. Gameplay, it's just gameplay. Yeah, it is. Audience, human. Okay, good to know, good to know. Difficulty, significant brain usage. Yes, I have to say I agree with everything he's saying. I'd say this is based as well, but I would put the gameplay up a bit, like good or very good. This is in 2019 when the game officially released in version 1.0, so it should have been pretty good by that time. I did play it even before the official release. I played it in early access for a couple years, and I just loved it then as well. It got a lot of updates, it looks completely different, and I found out there's actually a way to play the OG Astroneer version, so I will be looking into that because I really want to experience that again. Buried my AFK friend and built the base on top of him. 15 out of 10 would do again. Okay, I would do that again. Okay, that's really based. That's funny. I need to do that to someone as well. If you want that to happen to you, make sure to join the Discord server. You'll find the link in the description. And there you can play with all the community on our multiple Astroneer dedicated servers. And maybe someone will build a base on top of you. So join the Discord and I'll see you there. My only complaint is not having friends to play it with. You should join my Discord. This is from 2016, but if he ever looks at the comments again, he will know that he should join my Discord. I'm just gonna play 1 more hour. He said that at 1200 and he reached 1400. Yeah, I feel you, I feel you. That's definitely based. No oxygen. Okay, that's based too. Good game, no cat girls though. Not yet. I think the comment is better than the post. I'd say this one's trash, just because we have to have some trash ones, right? Putting on my resume that I was an astronaut, just someone random on here. As the 34th US president, I applaud this game. That's funny. Okay, that's based. It's alright. 1,800 hours on record. I like these really short reviews from people with a lot of hours in it, because it just says a lot with not a lot of words. I like to mine the mac and cheese. I'm guessing that's the resin, but that's amazing. That's an amazing review. A plant farted and attacked me. I feel this one. Back in the day there were a lot more farting plants. That one's definitely based. We've got a longer review here. Let's start with the negative aspects of the game. Now that we're over it, let's talk about the positive. I love that. I love that. 50 hours on record, 13 at the time of the review. 10 out of 10 will Astroneer again. This one's based, I will Astroneer again too. There's also this review. Moving on. Pros. It can be pretty funny with your caveman brain friends and pretty relaxing when playing solo. Cons. John Democracy needs some help. Please help John Democracy if you can. That one's trash as well. We need more in the trash category. I'm just finding good ones. Really funny when your friend casually throws the oxygenator into a ravine. Yes, we all have that friend. We all do. That's based. You haven't really played Astroneer until you've played with somebody and they just throw your oxygenator out or disconnect your tethers. That's peak Astroneer right there. I like abandoning my friends on deserted planets and watching them build a working civilization from nothing. Alright, maker of mayonnaise. The name is funnier than the review, but it's based anyway. Whoa, this is a long review. I don't think it's possible for the human animal to interact with something for 41 and a half non-stop days and simply not have an opinion about it. After playing for this long, pushing many of my friends to buy it and having gone through several stages of my life, I think it's about time I give mine. Alright, he has 1,100 hours on record. I'll reach that soon. Next year I'll have 1,100 hours. I'm just 300 short of that. I'm at 800, going strong. Okay. Yeah, this is a very good review. I won't read it all on video, I just read it. You can pause right here and read it if you want to. That's a good review. That's based. That's really based. Since nobody will see this, for every like this gets, I'll complete Astroneer once. Let's give him another like. He only has 89 hours. I don't think he did it, guys. I don't think he completed it. I have autism and this pleases me greatly. Alright, that's based. Yes. Astroneer is that type of game. Let's hit this one. Gameplay. Try not to get addicted. I feel you. Yeah, I tried, didn't work. Grind, too much grind. Graphics, beautiful. Born too late to see the dinosaurs. Born too early to explore the stars. Born just in time to play Astroneer, 10 out of 10. Yeah, based. Let's see some negative reviews now. A lot of people don't like when they remove the storms. There's a lot of reviews from that time. And also a lot of people complaining about the bugs. Somebody was complaining about some privacy policy, I guess, but these aren't really funny. I'm trying to find some funny ones. We've also got some reviews that look like the walls in Dead Space, which are smeared with blood with messages, do not install, do not buy from this developer, stuff like that. Uninstall data mining, seriously, how is Steam allowing this? They had something in their privacy policy thing, like the EULA, that said they could like show specific ads or get info on what specific ads others would show you, something like that. I'm not really sure, I didn't read all of it because I don't really care, but a lot of people do care about it and it's really important. Great potential, but the dev team seems incapable of any real updates beyond bug fixes. There's about 6-7 hours of content, which is a lot of fun and very inspiring if you're not driven crazy by the bugs. But that's about it. I had high hopes but haven't seen any progress made in 6 months, so I think it's finally time to leave a review. Well, this aged like milk. This is a trash review. I mean, 2017, but they were still making updates back then. But now it's really untrue. There's been hundreds of updates to Astroneer in the meantime. Yeah, and the people are calling them a baby in the comments. Amazing. Most of these, especially around the time of the official 1.0 release, are about the EULA. Read the EULA before installing. Uninstalled, I don't buy games so the company can steal my information. Yeah, a lot of that. I don't know if that's still a thing. It was at release. I haven't seen any more recent reviews that mention that. So I'm guessing it's fixed, maybe, probably, I don't know. Oh, let's see. A developer responded to this review. The information collected and used for the advertising may contain, without limitation, age and gender, number of times an advertisement is viewed, device identifiers, internet usage and sites visited, and other information relevant for directing advertisements. And a developer responded, we just posted a blog post as well as our updated EULA to clarify any miscommunication surrounding launch. We would never gather any unauthorized information, nor do we include any malware or ad tracking software in Astroneer. We would also never sell anyone's data. Okay, so they changed it, I guess, right after release. Hope you will consider coming back to the game and changing your review now that we have updated our EULA to accurately reflect what Astroneer does. Whose side are you on with this? The reviewers or the developers? Consider yourself at the time of the release when the EULA looked like that. I don't know what it looks like now, but whatever. Whose side are you on? People with less than 5 hours. Good game. Okay, we've got 3 at the time of review. A fun game for every type of autistic. Has Factorio vibes with a Minecraft twist. Yeah, yes, that's based. This one's based as well. Very good visually, but gameplay is clunky and you try to grab anything and it goes another way or not in the backpack. Just didn't have fun playing, definitely better in multiplayer. I mean, it's definitely better in multiplayer, but I'd say this is a trash review. I think this was posted this year. Yeah, that's definitely a trash review. Go to space after 20 years of waste of time, education, and blow up by stepping on a fruit in Aatrox. Good game, would recommend. Okay, that's based. That's definitely based. Stranded my friend on a planet for like 30 minutes, came back and he had made an entire city, 10 out of 10. We've all been there. I sold my air for $5. And I do it again, 10 out of 10. Did they sell their oxygen tanks, their tethers, and did they really get the $5 for it? Because I might want to get into a new business. Let's see reviews from today. One of the only MP games I enjoy, but it's still so fun with just yourself. Yeah, based. This game is absolute Astroneer, but they left a positive review. This one's between based and trash. It's like right in the middle. Oh, that's all the reviews today? Okay. So here's the graph of the reviews, and you can definitely see there were some spikes of negative reviews here, but always the positives definitely outweighed it. I think it has 90% positive and 10% negative, something like that. So you can see recently not a lot of negative reviews, but here, right when early access released, there's a spike of negative. And then 2019 is when 1.0 released and also a spike of negative. Let's go only specific range. Let's do right here, when the game released, 2019. Hour 1. Girlfriend and I run around ooh and ohing at everything in sight, laughing and having a good old time. Hour 2. We've established necessary tasks to make some sort of progress and begin to gather resources. Hour 3. Savannah is now stuck underground, sad and lost. Her only lifeline is a tractor. I'm preparing a rescue mission. I'm guessing Savannah is their girlfriend. Hour 4. Rescue mission successful, but we had to abandon the tractor. So sad. Hour 5. We've established our first space shuttles and make the first voyage into space. Hour 6. Critical mistakes were made. I'm stranded on a planet, not knowing I could only make 2 trips on one fuel thruster. Hour 7. Savannah begins her rescue mission going back to the home planet as I lay stranded in an arid wasteland. Hour 8. Savannah rescues me and we both dance in triumph. Okay, I like this review. This is definitely based. This game is so fun, would recommend to anyone that wants to chill and have a good experience. Yeah, based, completely agree with that. I don't know, let's see like the first reviews. These are from 2016. If anyone from the dev team dies from coffee overdose or exhaustion, I'm gonna be so angry. Slow down guys, I can't even launch the game because it keeps updating all the time. I love it. Yeah, we all love the constant Astroneer updates. That's what keeps the game alive, to be honest. It's fun, took me a bit to get used to the controls, but after that it has been an awesome adventure. Yeah, that's based as well. You are your own worst enemy, you will fall off cliffs, you will touch plants that kill you. You forget something at your base that is planets away. 10 out of 10 good chill game to play with your friends. That sums it up, this is maybe the best review we've seen so far. You are your worst enemy. That's Astroneer for you, that's a based review. I got stuck on the moon and had to instruct my 2 idiot friends on the home planet how to get me back. We all died. 10 out of 10. The we all died part, that's an experience. That's definitely a based review. We've got a negative one here. In my opinion, there's just too much mediocrity. Okay, that's funny at least. The game gives you a minor tutorial. Yeah, the tutorial was a problem. Is a problem? Is it still a problem? Haven't seen people complain about it more recently, but I know the tutorial was a problem for a long time. I had friends in real life that I recommended the game to, they played it, and after like 1 hour of gameplay, they were like, I do not understand. And most of them, by the way, got stuck on the soil canister. The game didn't tell them basically that you could put an empty soil canister on your terrain to fill it up and then you can add terrain. So they just went through the game without knowing they could add terrain or flatten terrain. So I don't know why, but for my friends in real life, that was the thing that made them not want to play the game anymore. It was the soil canisters. So I don't know, that's a tutorial problem, I guess. After that, you're shut down onto a randomly generated but very same looking planet and not given any direction at all. In premise, that's fine. In practice, it's kind of boring. This was 2020, okay. And that's not mentioning the questionable marketing. Like how there's premium currency in this $30 game, or how if you want a dedicated server that allows you to earn achievements and the cosmetics linked to those achievements, you have to pay some third-party hosting company. If there's modding in the future, I don't doubt that they would pull a Bethesda and make you pay for that too. I hope they wouldn't, but I do hope they add mod support. And if you have a problem with getting the multiplayer achievements and want a dedicated server, you know where to find multiple of those. Yes, they're all in the Discord. Link is in the description, and these reviews are a great opportunity to promote the Discord, so join in and we can talk over there. Is it fun? Initially, yes. Does it have potential? Yes. And I would love to see the devs act on it instead of having pointless seasonal events every 3 months. What do you mean pointless seasonal events? Those are the coolest thing in Astroneer, the limited time events that we get every year. What does he even mean with the pointless seasonal events? No, this part right here, these 3 words, made this review trash. I'm putting it in the trash category just for that. I think we've seen this one before, but yes man, Sky, love that. You can play Rocket League by attaching a hydrogen thruster to your rover. Yes you can. I did at some point make a really big football stadium in Astroneer. I don't remember if I ever did a video on it, but I built it and it was really cool. This is my second time getting addicted to Astroneer. Alright, he posted this at 164 and got all the way to 572. So I'm guessing he got addicted a couple more times after this. That's definitely based. I turned this game into a factory game. All these wonderful, colorful planets to explore, not anymore. Bare wastelands of industry, 10 out of 10. This guy loves automation. That's based. It is a simple game where you run around and try to keep your spaceman from suffocating, all while feeling relaxed and unbothered. I'm so relaxed while suffocating, aren't you? 20 out of 10 would absolutely recommend. Well, I would recommend this review, that's definitely based. Minecraft meets Space Engineers. I still have to play Space Engineers, by the way. Only 6 planets? I want more. Well, we got more. Yeah, there's 7 in the main game, and we got 1 more in the DLC, so 8. This game used to be amazing before they stopped development to sell cosmetics. I mean, they just started selling cosmetics, they never stopped development, but yeah. And run recurring events designed to sell you more cosmetics. I mean, the recurring events give you free cosmetics. So if you didn't have the events, you would buy more cosmetics because it would be longer since you got a new cosmetic thing, right? So the events are actually good because they give you some cosmetics so you don't feel the need to buy so many other cosmetics, I guess. As soon as they released the VTOL and hoverboard and tried to claim it as new content without adding any purpose they can do better than anything else, the game died for me. The VTOL and hoverboard? You didn't like that update? What even is this? Who doesn't like the VTOL and hoverboard? And why does it say tried to claim it as new content? Wasn't it new content though? Am I missing something? Maybe I'm missing something, but so far this review is definitely trash. Let's see some comments here. What do you mean stopping developments? Yeah, that's what I said too. Got some more people saying, yeah, this game sucks. There's some people debating what you can and can't carry with the hoverboard as well. Somebody just said thanks, avoiding this one. It's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. Dude, you put 300 hours into a $15 game. How can you be this mad? I mean, there's a lot of things that are true. We would like to see some revamped events. I like what they did last year, right? 2024. They did that whole thing with the glitch year, and at the end of the year, that was the new DLC, the glitch walkers. And throughout the events you could get these little chips. That was new, and all the events were revamped. I mean, almost all the events, but I really enjoyed the first event of the year, which was the breakdown event. And that was completely new, and we've never seen any event like it in Astroneer. I would like to see that type of thing again. Maybe they do something different for the Christmas event this year or something, because all of the events so far that we've had in 2025 are the exact same from 2023 basically. I think they're the exact same since like 2022, but it's different rewards. So anyway, yeah. I get the event thing, but I don't think the events are trying to sell you more cosmetics. I think just the shop does that. I've never put any extra money in Astroneer. I just bought the game in like 2017 or something, and then last year I bought the DLC and that's it. I never paid for anything. I never bought any cosmetics. I was more than happy with the cosmetics I got from different events and stuff. So that's why I think the events actually do the opposite and don't encourage you to buy more. Because maybe if there were no events or no cosmetic rewards, maybe I would have bought a certain cosmetic some time ago. I don't know. I usually don't really buy cosmetics in games. But because of the events, I'm just really happy with all of the different cosmetics I have, so I don't even feel the need to browse the shop for anything new, you know? Better than Starfield. Okay, I mean, they're pretty different games and I haven't played Starfield, so I have no clue if this review is based or trash. I'll let you decide that in the comments. Helps drown the sadness. Alright, Astroneer is that kind of game. So thank you, Jesus. Jesus was sad, so he played Astroneer. That makes a lot of sense. The things you see on Steam reviews, they're just something else. My friends and I used to love this game ages ago. The thing that put us off this game was the removal of the storms. Having environment that you had to be careful about made the game more fun for us. This is a negative review, by the way. On the wiki they said it would come back, but it's been so long. They have the system for it, why not just let the storms be an option for the custom option when making a game? So default it's off, but you can play with it. I think a lot more people would come back to the game if that's the case. This was 2024, yeah, because they talk about the custom games update. I don't know, I guess they were already preparing for the new type of storms, so that's why they didn't add the old ones as an option on the custom games. I think that makes sense, but this is valid, this is based. They just enjoyed the storms and they don't like that there were no more storms. So yeah, that's a based review. They had an actual thing to complain about if they really enjoyed the storms that much, so yeah, based. This one's from 2020. I want trains or something to deliver big quantities and deposit them into something without needing to pick them up one by one. Well, we've got trains, so this guy was ahead of his time. I'm talking about a big transportation between planets, and I know about the silos in ships, but I want something bigger. You might get this year. We've seen some images, they've posted things. We might get a really cool update by the end of the year. He wants a mothership. Well, we'll get that in Starseeker as well. That's the game that the Astroneer developers are working on now. It's gonna release next year, probably. Yeah, there's a lot in the near future. 10 out of 10 would get lost in a cave again. Tell you, this is really based. Thank you, Tasty Crab Rice. I cannot tell you how many times I got lost in caves in Astroneer, like in my first 100 hours of the game or something. I think I spent half of those in the caves. Subnautica but land, 10 out of 10. That's another base review. I think it's also funny. There's another person talking about the microtransactions for the cosmetics and not getting new updates. This is 2021. I don't really remember. I've seen a lot of negative reviews about there not being updates in 2021, so maybe it was a slow year or something. I really don't remember that. And he just said, uninstalled with great sadness and won't install again. That said, this is a good review. Like, I mean, he just didn't like there were no more updates, but you've got to respect the devs. Okay, they do a lot of work and yeah, it takes time between updates, but that's normal. Not a lot of games still get updated 9 years later. For me, this review will go in between based and trash. It's in the middle. It's right there, sitting nicely in the middle. If you like shooting aliens whilst building a military base, this game isn't it. I love how he just left a reverse review. He just said what the game is not. Let's see another longer review. This is also negative. 2021 again. There's something in 2021. Shop, not settings or play as it used to be, is the first tab in the menu. The shop icon is the only icon that animates and it does so constantly. The shop icon also has a new indicator and is the only one that does, other than the cosmetic select screen. I don't know what this means, like this sentence, but whatever. Items in the shop can be earned through gameplay, not even qubits like you can grind for V-Bucks. Okay, so this, the qubits. I've talked about this, I think, in the video with what I want to see in Astroneer in 2025. I talked about qubits and I said how I would like to see a way that you could earn qubits in-game. And a lot of people said, yeah, but then they wouldn't sell any more qubits. And my response to that is you could get like just a couple qubits from the events or something. If you complete the event and then you get to like 100,000 points, you should get, I don't know, like just give me a small amount of qubits so it doesn't cut into their profits or anything, because they wouldn't do it otherwise. Like, give me 50 qubits. I can't buy anything with 50 qubits. Like, literally, there's nothing you can buy. So you would need at least like 200, 250 qubits to buy something. So then maybe I can buy one thing over the course of 1 year if I complete all the events and I do a lot. Like, you know, just for that 2% of the audience, just give them that, a little bit of qubits or the events if you complete a lot more than just the normal event. I think that would be pretty fair. It wouldn't cut into their profits because the general audience wouldn't go to 100,000 points in an event. And also they wouldn't give you like 1,000 qubits out of nowhere. They would just give you like 50, like a small amount there, you know. So that was my idea. They haven't done it yet, and I don't know if they ever will, but I think that would be pretty good if they actually did it. Let's see, middle currency obfuscate, make obscure, unclear, or unintelligible, bewilder someone. The more you learn. Okay. Middle currency obfuscates the real dollar amounts playing are spending, although 5 USD equals 500 qubits. Yes, I guess most things in the shop are like $2, $5. Maybe there are some bundles for more, but it's not really expensive stuff like you would see in other games, like $30 for a skin or something. Things are fairly priced in Astroneer. That's my take on it, at least. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think they're fairly priced. Prices ensure some currency is left over, encouraging additional purchases. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Like, they will sell you 1,000 qubits and then things in the shop will cost 900. So you are left with 100 and then you want to buy more so that you can get another thing that costs like 500 or something. I've noticed that, and it's true. Most games do it like that. I think it's a sales strategy or a marketing thing. I mean, maybe you don't like it, but that's just how it works. Sound is used as positive reinforcement when buying an item, creating a sense of reward. Well, obviously, imagine you buy something, you spend some money on it, and then it just gives it to you with no celebration of you buying that. That would be sad. Okay, and they edited it afterwards. It would take $485+ to unlock all the items in the qubits shop currently on the jet-powered update. This uses the calculation of 100 qubits equals $1. That's 16 times the price of the game at the price of 30. I'm not going to bother updating this. Point is, it's a cash grab. Well, yes, but also no. I think this differs from person to person, so this review is not based, it's not fresh, it's in the middle. I'm not categorizing it because I think everybody will have a different opinion on this. For me, when I look into a game's shop or a store or whatever, I don't assume that I should buy everything. I don't make the calculation, if I wanted all of this, that would be $500. Because I just assume they're doing a lot of different skins. Obviously, I do not like some of the skins in the Astroneer store, but I like others. So maybe they give you all of these options, which, yes, if you bought every single one, it would be like $500, $1,000, whatever. But I think their point or what they are trying to do is get a lot of different things out there to ensure that maybe one more person buys one, and if 1,000 people buy one skin because they have so many different skins so everybody can find one, that's better than if one person bought 1,000 skins. You know what I mean? So I don't think you should do the calculation of how much money it would take to buy everything. I think you should just look at how much one thing costs. Because in other games, it's $20, $30 for a skin, when in Astroneer, it's like $3. Okay, so I think that's what you should look at, not how much all of it is combined. But that's just my take. I don't know if you agree. So let me know in the comment section below, do you think microtransactions have gone too far in Astroneer? Do you think it's okay compared to other games? Let me know below, and as always, I will read all comments and try to respond to as many as possible. Now make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, and watch this one next. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you there. Cheers, Astroneers!